According to ecavillage.com, abortion is one of the most common medical procedures performed in the United States each year. More than 40% of all women will end a pregnancy by abortion at some time in their reproductive lives. While this is a legal act to make, I feel like it should be illegal for multiple different reasons. It seems that people are okay with killing a baby because they feel that it is not a living human being yet. And I feel that most people do not realize what they are doing by getting an abortion. If a woman is totally against getting pregnant, she should either not have sex or be very careful about it. Therefore, she needs to be responsible. Adoption is always what I believe women should go to if she's not wanting to keep her baby, because there are so many women in the world who want nothing more than to get pregnant and aren't able to do so. People all over the world fail to acknowledge the enormity of suffering and death and blood that occurs during an abortion. Both men and women do not realize that even at 6 weeks, a fetus can have a heartbeat, and typically this early in a pregnancy, women don't even know that they are pregnant, which means that after coming to the realization that you're pregnant and contemplating what to do about it, that's been a few weeks to a few months, and that baby has had a heartbeat for quite some time now. As stated in an online article over the facts about abortion, it states that many Americans believe that the law should not protect the lives of an embryonic and fetal human being in the 3 months of pregnancy. However, a strong majority of Americans believe that abortion from the 4th month of pregnancy and on is evil of such immensity that it is appropriate to ban it. Basically meaning that it's okay to kill a fetus up to 3 months, but after the 3rd month, it should be banned. However, at 3 months, which is 13 weeks, Baby Center says that at 13 weeks, your baby is about 6.7 centimeters long from the crown to the bottom. She weighs about 23 grams and is fully formed. She has begun swallowing and kicking. All of her organs and muscles have formed and are beginning to function. Therefore, many Americans think that it's okay to abort your baby at this age. After your baby has been kicking and swallowing and its organs and muscles are formed and functioning, people think it's okay to abort a baby. Therefore, many Americans think that it's okay at this age. It's clear that these people have no clue what a baby is capable of at only 3 months. Abortion should never be an option. Women need to learn to take responsibility of their actions. While it obviously takes both a man and a woman to create a baby, unfortunately men have the option to walk away if he happens to get a woman pregnant, which is why I say that women should take responsibility. Women are the ones that have to carry that baby inside them for 40 weeks and until the baby is entered into the world, and then she must care for that baby the rest of her life. Of course, that baby will grow up and become an adult, but it'll always be her child to care for. It's so important for women to be careful when having sex, especially if she's not wanting a baby. But if something were to happen and she did get pregnant, it would be her responsibility to have and care for what she helped create. It's not fair to take an innocent human out of the world because a woman decided to have unprotected sex and got pregnant. While there are some instances such as rape, it is understandable that a woman would want an abortion, but that is a completely different topic. Adoption is always an option. Adoption is often a long, difficult process, but very well worth it in the end. Why would you kill an innocent baby when there are multiple people in the world who would gladly pay to have that child? Many people think of just how big of a hassle adoption is, and while adoption is a long, confusing process most of the time, how wonderful it is to be able to give a child to a family who wants to love and care for them when their parents couldn't or didn't want to keep them. From doing much research, there are many misconceptions about adoption. Some examples of myth about adoption include adopted children are not loved as much as biological children, or some say that my child will hate me because I placed him or her up for adoption. And if you're putting your child up for adoption, chances are you're not going to be close to the child anyways, so it doesn't really matter if he or she hates you. According to the Adoption History Project, approximately 5 million Americans alive today are adoptees. 2 to 4% of all families have adopted, and 2.5% of all children are under 18 are adopted. Adoptive families are more racially diverse, better educated, and more affluent than families in general. Adopting is a wonderful thing to do because it provides a loving family to children whose parents didn't or couldn't keep them. And I have a visual here to show the Americans that have thought about adoption, which is 35.9%, while only 2.1% have actually adopted children. And then currently considered adopting is 4.8%, likely to adopt is 3.6%, and currently in the process of adopting is only 0.5%. Abortion is legal, however, I feel that it should not be. It is obvious that many people in the world are not educated properly on abortions whatsoever. If women put themselves in position to get pregnant, she should be ready to become a responsible adult and care for her baby the right way. And if she's not willing to properly care for her baby, she should always put him or her up for adoption, because there are always going to be couples who would love to adopt a precious baby to have to themselves, which is much better than to kill that innocent baby. While I cannot change the laws regarding abortion, I can state all of the reasons that it is wrong and should be illegal, and I hope that I too have shown you the few ways that it is completely wrong. Thank you.